Good evening, YouTube. Turn the album the right way, that helps. Welcome to Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. I am your host, as always, Paisano. Genevieve will not be joining us tonight. She had a little mishap with her toes. A little stubbing of the toe. Can't make it downstairs to the rock and roll dungeon. Send any feel better fast, get wells in the comments. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. But until then, let's talk about ACDC and the only live album released with Bon Scott, and it's called If You Want Blood, You've Got It. Catchy title, catchy title. It's even a catchier cover with Angus being impaled by the guitar with Bon Scott looking on the back. Just as gory, guitar coming out his back. Kind of graphic. Are they trying to say it's killer guitar? Angus did play a killer guitar. He's one of my favorite guitar players. And this is true to form for most 1970s live albums. They tended to be not all so live, you know, kind of chopped up, shortened, overdubbed, you know. A lot of them weren't really live. Although this says it was recorded on tour in 1978, and by reading some information online, most of the material, if not all, was taken from a Glasgow, Scotland appearance during the Powerage tour. I reviewed Powerage early in the channel. Please go back and check it out if you haven't seen it. But that's what they were touring on. And it was a world tour that kind of brought ACDC to a wider audience outside of Australia. They started to expand a little bit, started to come to America, opening for people, headlining here and there. I know they opened for Kiss early on in the mid to late 70s. What a show that must have been, huh? They must have blown Kiss away. Alrighty. The production on this was so-so. I mean, I know it was a live album, but, you know, not really all live. And, you know, a lot of chopped up. Definitely not the whole show. A lot of chopped, even some of the guitar solos are chopped in this. But it's still pretty enjoyable. Some of these versions of these songs are actually better than the album cuts. Side 1 begins with Riff Raff, classic ACDC tune. Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be, another classic. Bad Boy Boogie. I mean, come on. They're coming at you fast and furious there. Then they slow it down with the Jack, a live staple for Bon Scott and even Brian Johnson too. Side 1 finishes with Problem Child, another Stone Cold classic. Side 2, classics just keep coming. Whole Lotta Rosie, Rock and Roll Damnation, High Voltage, Let There Be Rock, and finishes with Rocker. Rocker comes in at 3 minutes, and for what I understand, there was a song called Fling Thing that used to precede Rocker, and it used to stretch for about 12 minutes. But they get the whole kit and caboodle trimmed down to 3 minutes on here. It's kind of a long album, 52 minutes and 42 seconds. It was released on Atlantic here in the United States. I bought this album off my ex-brother-in-law. Just looking to get rid of some albums. It's a classic Atlantic label. It's an enjoyable listen. Very well-loved copy. I mean, it sounded good, but, you know, the usual pops and scratches that'll come along with vinyl, especially ones that weren't, you know, immaculately cared for, which I don't have too many of those, let me tell you. Any ones I've had for 30-plus years have all seen a lot of time on turntables. Let's talk about subscriptions. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We talk about rock and roll here. We always have and we always will. And if you've been watching for some time and not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Just do it. All right, on Monday night, I'm going to grab the Pittsburgh Pirates hat, give it a little shake-a-rooney. Genevieve, if her, well, we'll be doing that upstairs. She won't have to travel downstairs on that bad toe. She'll stick her hand in there and draw another album for our review. And we are going to be into September next Sunday. September the 6th, I believe. Is that what it's going to be? Nope, September 7th. Today is the last day of August. Year is just flying. Time is flying in general. Alright, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you and good night, YouTube.